Princess, and I'm running from my yandere.
And I'm Levi. And if I can't have you, no one can.
No! But in all seriousness, this is Kid at the Back rewritten. We played this a few months ago. It's a story about your classmate's soul. He's obsessed with you.
And he jacks off to you at night.
Oh my god.
Stop! He does do that because he's obsessed with you.
Oh yeah.
Today we're playing the new version of that game, except we're going to get the new bad ending, where we crush the Yandere boy's heart by going after the guy that we have a crush on.
If you want to see more of the Kid at the Back, get this video to 1,000 likes.
And let's get to the video. Warning! This game may not be appropriate for you.
No, definitely not.
Just
Big warning. Big warning. Oh, hey, wait, editor, can you put the other big thing for the on screen from the last one?
What? It was many and many a year ago, in a kingdom by the sea, that a maiden there lived whom you may know by the name of Annabelle Lee. Day 1, the beloved.
And class dismissed. By our next meeting, I need a full report on everyone's poem that they have chosen. I will not accept one paragraph. I need 2 whole pages filled with words. Everyone got that.
You're expecting a lot of work from us. The classroom broke into a series of "Yes, Professor," while some spared no time in packing their things, eager to be dismissed and disregarding the teacher altogether. Your literature teacher packs up her own things and exits the classroom. The moment your literature teacher left, the classroom broke into small groups as each student gathered up to meet with their respective cliques. Some engaged in conversation while some spared no time in exiting the classroom. Oh, I would have left. A yawn escaped your lips. You turned your head and observed the clouds outside. Of course I'm sitting by the windows, because I'm the main character.
Obviously.
The clouds are shaded to dark gray. The sky's once blue color is now turning the same lighter shade of gray. The looming threat of rain made you click your tongue in irritation. Just my luck! I didn't bother to bring an umbrella. Standing up from your seat, you were about to grab your bag when you felt a tap on your shoulder. Turning around, you came face to face with cobalt blue eyes. Her blonde hair shaped like swirls with its ends dyed in blue and pink, complementing her entire ensemble, even if it's just a little white button-up that clearly looks too small for her. So she's got big boobs. Hot pink jacket tied around her waist, and the school's black skirts.
Who is this?
Can these be a love interest?
Oh my god,
Her
yeah.
hand, which you assured was the same one that tapped your shoulder, hung up in the air. She seemed unsure whether to continue or not by judging the way her eyebrows furrowed downward, while biting her glossoed lower lip. Talk to me, Mommy! She turned slightly, her head not fixed on you, but rather on whoever is... Oh, you hear her whisper something under her breath before eventually composing herself. Yes?
Hey, you going to lunch with us? I mean, you should. I don't usually see you in the cafeteria often, so you must not be eating properly.
What is that supposed to mean?
How can you keep up with classes looking like that?
Well, excuse me? What did you just call me?
Damn.
You took a step back, clenching the strap of your bag. Who was this woman? Who does she think she is? Judging from her woman's expression, she finally came to realize the words she said.
Brittany?
A familiar voice interrupted the two of you. You turned your head where the voice was, and there stood none other than your old friend.
That's really insensitive of you. I imagine if someone else told you about how you look.
Oh, that's the love interest. His familiar orbs are azure blue, nearly a His familiar orbs are of azure blue, nearly replicating lapis lazulis. What is that? and his chocolate brown hair tied loosely in a low braid. Sun-kissed skin enhanced his handsome features, adorned with black long-sleeve button-up and an indigo vest to add to his clean look. He is known as Jericho Ichabod. He is known as Crow for short, the class representative and a close friend of yours. Well, the only close friend you have. How do you get Crow out of Jericho Ichabod? Crow made his way to your side with a hand on his hip. He reprimands the blonde-haired woman next to you, and said woman just shrugged her shoulders. You placed a hand over your beating heart. The close proximity between you two caused a blush to appear on your cheeks. No matter how many times you get close to him, or him getting near you, you'll never get used to it. I mean, he's hot.
Yeah.
His whole aura just gives a warm feeling in you. The butterflies in your stomach thrashing and raging, begging to be released.
Thrashing and raging, huh?
Yeah. You may have a bit of a crush on him.
Clearly, yeah.
Yes, I want him. The woman named Brittany just rolled her eyes, seemingly used to Crow's reprimands. Wait, what? Well then why is she being a bitch then?
Well, you're the one who insisted on me intimidating talk.
What?
You could have done it more nicely, you know.
Exactly. Say what he said. That's why I have a crush on this man.
Like a simple invite alone.
Why did he turn British?
I've been British.
Oh, you have?
It was British.
Crow gives you a small smile while handing out something to you. You look down to see it. It was your idea. Oh, where did you find this?
You dropped this, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Your name is? Oh, but none other than Princess.
Princess.
And your last name is
Sharkitty.
The ID shows my name, Princess Sharkitty, along with my pronouns. You stare at your own ID picture and see yourself more feminine. We use feminine terms and we call the girl woman. You looked at your ID picture, seeing a young woman. I don't think this wasn't the last one.
I don't remember that either, no.
But yes, this looks right. Your fingers briefly brushed against his. You bit your lip and muttered a small thank you before pocketing your school ID. Thank you, wherever you found this. Crow gives you a close-eyed smile, returning with his own thank you, then turns his attention back towards Brittany. What else is he gonna say to her? Following up behind Brittany are three more people. There's more!
My God,
The tallest of the three, a sporty-looking man, clad in green and yellow jersey with the number 10 settled in front. I mean, he's kind of cute too. His eyes are bright green, the color that kind of reminds you of green apples. His skin, a beautiful brown that nearly matches his curly hair while his stubble is nestled in his chin. The second tallest is the man in purple hoodie. His eyes are sharp and slattered, with long lashes adorned with teal-colored orbs underneath.
Slattered.
Slattered? Slanted? Sorry! His hands, stop! His hair is straight and styled into a Heim cut, save for short strands tied with a red ribbon and a low ponytail bound with the same shade of red behind him.
That's his outfit, yeah, that's his outfit.
There's so many hot men. He looks uninterested with what is going on around at the very moment. And the last but not least is the shortest of the three, maybe within the group as well. Her skin pale, her face dotted with a few freckles. There is rectangular shaped frames shield away at orange orbs. Aw, hey there. Her hair is short and loose like waves. She wears a black button-up under an orange vest and a black skirt matching Brittany's. So that must be the school uniform? But how come not everyone's in uniform?
Damn, Brett, you're sure bad at socializing. Hey, Gio, seems like you have some competition.
What? Which one is Gio? Is that the one with the purple outfit? The tall jock clad in yellow and green sports jersey lets out a loud laugh, causing some students to turn. Okay, that was an ick. That was an ick. I don't like him anymore. Brittany's face grew red from embarrassment, gritting her teeth. She crossed her arms while tapping her foot on the ground. Her face only made her mad.
Shut the fuck up, Daryl. You're causing a scene.
name's Daryl?
Also, if you were me, you should have just... You would have done just as badly. That's in fact not true.
Says who?
I'm a lovable guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
As the two argue, you turn your head towards the other tall male in a hoodie. Well, who are you? Sensing your gaze, he looks down at you, his hands still at his hood pockets. Oh, that's Gio. This is awkward? A sudden chill went down your spine. Why are you staring at me? You quickly averted your gaze away from the imposing male and landing on the meek girl in orange right beside Brittany, the little short queen. She hasn't spoken since she arrived with the two males, but judging from how attached she is to Brittany, you're guessing she's closer with her than the rest of the group. She kind of reminds you of yourself. And you were still new to the school with no one to talk to. Not until Crow befriended you, of course. Were you as clingy to Crow back then as she is with Brittany now? Oh no.
Sorry. There's kind of a rowdy bunch.
Yeah.
I hope you're not too overwhelmed.
I might be just a little, awkward. They sure are.
Look, Princess, you're still free not to join us for lunch if you're uncomfortable. Meeting new people is overwhelming.
Yeah, I'm overstimulated as it is. But maybe we can sit together.
I just want to let you know that I respect your feelings and that you matter, Princess.
What a gentleman! Pro reassures you with a worried smile on his lips. Crow, come back! You turn your back to the group, the tall jock named Daryl, now bothering Gio with an arm around his shoulder. The visible irritation on Gio's face did nothing to sway Daryl's happy-go-lucky personality. Brittany leans on one of the desks with her arms crossed, striking a conversation with the best speckled girl next to her. What's her name? I didn't seem to catch it last time. Crow glanced at where you were pointing at.
Oh, Jessie? You can call her Jess for short.
Oh, Jess.
She's best friends with Brittany. She's kind of reminds me of you back when we first met.
So I was clingy?
All shy and quiet.
And clingy?
Only that you are cute.
Wait, is that a flirt?
Obviously.
Crow pinches your cheek playfully, and you groan but your mock annoyance.
How time flies, huh?
Yeah, wait. That's right. You got yourself acquainted with Crow in your sophomore year. Before you left the city, your father emphasized the importance of having companions and establishing friendships. Olympias University, the largest university. It is known for having the best facilities and the best education, and you're guaranteed to rise up from the bottom to the top. Well, that's what the advertisement tells you. You try getting to know people during your first year, but to no avail. No matter how much you try to make friends, you just couldn't seem to bring yourself to talk to anyone. In your dismay, no one seems to bother. Sure, you would talk with a few classmates for projects, but nothing goes beyond that.
Seems about right, yeah.
As if they're scared of you.
Yeah, it's the mentality.
No one wants to be associated with me. Or more like disgusted? You can never tell. The looks you received have been all mixed signals, some bad and some out of pity. That is, until Crow came into the picture. Among everyone, Crow was the sole person who approached you with the intention of friendship. You were wary of him at first. Why would someone want to befriend you out of nowhere? Your past experiences caused you this suspicion. You had a history with people who tried to earn your good graces before you were somehow beneficial to them. But Crow is different. You thought Crow would be the same case. So you ignored him, then he kept following you, trying to strike a conversation with every now and then. You tried to dismiss him, ignoring his presence as usual, but Crow was determined to break down your walls and kept insisting on tagging along until it annoyed you once. Just once.
Yeah, he's gonna break down your walls.
Stop! I feel like you meant that in a dirty way.
What?
That is until it happened on the first day of your first semester. Yes, you did. You fell victim to one of the school's biggest hidden flaws. Yes, you did! If Crow wasn't there to stop them, you could not begin to imagine what might have happened to you.
Thank goodness you're unharmed.
Oh, what a cutie! You're concerned about me? What about you? You're the one who's hurt! Thinking back, you thought he was crazy. It's taking blow after blow until the perpetrators got bored and left both of you. He did all that?
Well, that's the whole point, right? As long as you're not hurt, that is nothing. This is nothing.
You're crazy, you know that? And he just laughs it off, wincing due to bruises on his face. I never got your name, crazy person.
It's Jericho. Jericho Ichabod. But I'm Crow for some reason.
Why do they call you Crow?
Yeah, just call me Crow.
What?
I don't fucking know why, but just call me Crow.
How? Nice to meet you, Crow. I'm Princess.
Nice to meet you, Hiccups.
Princess!
Hiccups?
You brought him to the clinic that day and became inseparable ever since. Right after that incident, Crow promised to never get in fights again and continues to keep his word on it. You really owe it to him.
Bet you want to get into a fight with him in bed, huh?
Hey, yeah. You look back at Crow, he tilts his head.
Something on your mind, Princess? Oh, the bed.
You! The bed! Nothing! Just happy that you're my friend. But I want to be more than that. I kind of want to be more than that. Please notice me.
Please notice me.
He looked at you with raised eyebrows, probably surprised at how random your thoughts seem. He didn't say anything as he left your words sink in, and his usual gentle smile appeared on his face. Crow inched over closer to you, indicating that he feels the same way.
Oh.
Crow?
It's like he heard you.
Ah! Brittany must have taken notice of the amount of time wasted in talking and arguing as he turns to you one last time. What do you want?
We've talked a little bit too much. We'll end up not getting any seats if we keep this up.
Gross.
So, are you coming with us or not?
To lunch, right? Right. Caught up in your little daydream about the past, Brittany finally spoke up. You look back at Crow, recalling his words. Don't force yourself to join if you're still uncomfortable. Then you decided to, I have to decide my fate. I have to go with them, or go to the library, or go somewhere else. I have to save. There's so many possibilities.
Save! Wait, are these all different paths?
Yes, they are.
Oh, shit. Didn't the library take you to...
Yeah, the library
the guy?
took me to,
What's his name?
I forgot his name.
Mohawk?
Soul.
Oh.
Brittany hummed a sound. Crow looks back at you by the door, waiting for you. So we're gonna hang out with our friends. Catching up, you raise your head to meet his your orbs once more. Your heartbeat quickens with your ribcage in response.
You two, stop oogling at each other and hurry up.
Right, coming! Brittany's exclamation made the both of you jump. Yeah, we're on our way.
He seems a little too good to be true.
You merely look down, using your hair as your curtain to hide your red face. Crow just rubbed the back of his neck. How embarrassing. You two eventually followed behind Brittany and the rest of the group towards the cafeteria. The cafeteria is loud and crowded. Tables are filled with students while the rest are lined up by the counter grabbing their lunches. A groan escaped Brittany's lips as she looks around for any sign of vacant table that you could all share.
What a fucking great time to not bring lunch, huh? Next time, I'm preparing my lunch the night before.
Yeah, you sure complain a lot, huh?
I wonder why it's so crowded today. A new lunch menu, perhaps?
It seems like it.
We'll be left nothing else if we want to keep standing here and lettering. Hey, Gia, Daryl. Oh, yeah. What's your royal majesty? What is it, your royal majesty?
Daryl cooed with a teasing tone. Brittany rolled her eyes at his silly gesture.
Could you two look for a vacant spot while the rest of us line up? Instead of some time that way?
You know, that's kind of smart.
Yeah, sure, Britt. Let's go, Gia.
Wrapping an arm around Gio's shoulder while ignoring his obvious irritation from the said male, the two walked away in hopes of looking for an unoccupied table. Oh, hi, Brittany. Brittany then turns to you. What do you want?
Oh, right, Princess. I'm not sure if you have packed anything like these two did, but if you want to line up with us or go help them out, feel free.
What do I do? I have my own lunch or buy your lunch?
Oh, well, go get
I gotta save.
Save?
Yes. Every choice matters, Levi.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy. I'll buy. Mm-hmm.
All right, then. Yeah.
Oh, here's everyone.
Daryl, Gia, go find us some seats while we line up.
Hurry up! Tap, 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 tap. Daryl waved Brittany away, mouthing, "I got it," before turning around with Gio, the jock's arm wrapped around his grumpy friend's shoulder, dismissing the visible annoyance on Gio's face.
Come on, Jess, let's get in line.
Yes, of course. You made me go first, Brit.
Dang. With haste just trails behind Brittany.
Let's get in line as well. Before many people start to line up, we don't want to end up at the line with the bad stuff, don't we, Princess?
Yes, you're right. Good thinking. You can see that again. You shuddered at the thought, remembering the leftovers from school cafeteria. With a nod, you and Crow made it with line with the rest of the student body. While you were lining up, Crow turns his attention back to you. Yes, give me my attention. Please, notice me, Crow.
Yeah.
I'm glad you decided to come with us, Princess. I know it may seem selfish to me to drag you along, but they are our new friends now.
Yeah, they are, huh?
I hope you don't mind.
No, of course not. Do I mind?
I mean,
I don't know. Maybe I'm just judging them too fast.
that's alright, Princess. Their first impressions weren't really the best either. Well, save for Daryl. He seems to be the only one who is more excited to meet you.
Huh? I can tell. Crow lets out a soft chuckle.
I'm just happy that you're giving them a chance, Princess.
Your conversation with Crow ended there, and your focus returned to the line.
Yes, line up, get your slop.
Get my mystery meat.
Get your mystery meat.
You thought for a bit. How are you going to fit in with the group? You're still unsure of everyone's personalities, not to mention intentions, and why Crow just bothered to introduce you to them just now. You'll think hard about it later. For now, you hand out your own tray for the cafeteria staff to place your food on. You weren't really that hungry and just bought a sandwich and a box of juice. Just the usual, you thought, whenever you find the time to spend your lunch break here. By the end of the other side of the line, Brittany and Jess was already waiting for you and Crow. Tray filled with food. Once everyone got their food, Brittany turned her heel and walked towards where Daryl and Gio were seated. Hi, Brittany.
Move your ass aside, Daryl.
A loud gasp escaped Brittany's lips. Her mouth open in white shock. The food on her tray is now splattered across. Oh,
Brittany!
Red-haired bully.
Sorry about that. You should have watched where you're going there, bitch.
Dang. Okay, they've got some nerve trying to do that to Brittany.
My God, wife.
Multiple footsteps came near. A trio of girls shows themselves before you. A group of girl bullies? What are they, huh?
We may never know.
The tallest of the bunch, the red-haired one, placed a hand over where her heart is and lets out a mocking gasp. Brittany's eyes met with the red-haired bully. Judging from the way Brittany's face twisted with rage, they seemed to know each other.
Brit, are you alright?
She doesn't look alright. She looks pretty pissed.
You should get yourself cleaned.
Yeah, maybe you should.
You.
Huh? What's happening?
Fucking bitch!
Oh my god, drama!
This is my one only clean uniform. How fucking dare you?
Oh.
Oh, look at Miss Claire all flared up. Careful there, sweetie. You'll get wrinkles. It's not like you're not ugly already.
What the? The mean girl coos at Brittany. Her two friends behind her laughs along with her antics. Yeah, is that your impression of the mean girl's laugh?
Yeah.
You got a bad feeling about this. Oh no. Luckily, it's none of my business.
Got a bad feel about this.
The entire cafeteria breaks in a few murmurs and whispers, their attention now fixated on the group of girls. Some stopped eating while some took out their phones, ready to film to whatever happens next. Oh no, it's gonna end up on TikTok?
TikTok, yeah. School TikTok, that's dangerous.
Crow tried to come between them to stop the fight, but he wasn't fast enough. Ooh, Crow! A splat! Next thing we knew, another loud gasp was heard. Is there a food fight now? A wide smile etched itself on Brittany's face. Oh, Brittany threw food at the bully. The mean girl's white uniform now smeared with varieties of wet sauces and oils. Ew! Matching Brittany's own dirty uniform. Why are we throwing oils at each other?
And wet sauces, whatever wet sauces are.
Yeah, wait, what kind?
But aren't all sauces like wet?
Jess's face filled with shock. The food from her tray is now gone. It's in her clothes now.
Take that shit, Stain.
You.
Dang, shouldn't have missed.
Fucking bitch!
Brittany, oh my god, there's drama. This is worse now.
Food fight!
The moment Daryl held these words, the cafeteria went into a hectic frenzy. Oh no! Food and drinks started flying across the area as each student started tossing whatever they got their hands on. Are those, trays?
Princess,
Crow!
everyone stop this madness at once!
A sudden wave of pain made its way to your head, and the last thing you saw was Crow calling out your name before passing out.
Did you get a tray to the forehead?
Yeah, I guess so. That sucks. Wait, where am I? I don't remember a thing.
Oh, you're gonna be waking up in Crow's bed. Is he gonna be taking care of you? Come on.
I wish that could I
That'd
would
be
okay
worth
with
it,
that.
huh? That'd be worth it, huh? Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, you were awake. Thank goodness.
Oh,
Oh, close,
I'm
close.
on a bed, but it's the nurse's office, I guess. Crow, you tried to sit up. A sudden shot of pain went through your head, stopped you. Ow! You reached out to touch where the ache was coming from, but Crow stopped you by holding onto your wrist. Ow!
Careful now. The nurse already bandaged your head. Don't push yourself.
Crow gently pushed you back down on the medical bed. He takes a lone stool and takes a seat right next to you. What happened? I don't remember a thing. A tray hit my head, and now I have a head on my bump.
You've a head on your bump?
Yeah.
Checks out, yeah. Well, after Daryl started with the mess of a food fight, the principal was called in. Daryl got lucky enough to escape when he did.
Oh, that coward.
Gia was nowhere to be seen.
Probably ran away too.
As for Brittany,
Yeah, what happened to her? What about her?
well, Jess helped her out to grab a new uniform from the principal's office.
Then why does my head hurt so much, huh?
Someone somehow threw a tray and you were unfortunate enough to get hit by it. Thankfully, I got you out of there before things got ugly.
Huh? Thanks, Crow. I owe you one.
I'm always there for you, Princess. Never forget that. Anyway, it's around 1:45 in the afternoon right now.
A what? What does that mean?
No idea, fancy talk.
Yeah, that's very fancy.
I should probably head out to my next class. You should stay here until the nurse gets back. You'll be alright alone here, right?
Alone?
Right?
What, you're leaving me alone? Why can't you stay with me? I'm hurt, and I don't like being alone when I'm hurt. You wanted to say no, but stopped yourself before you could. Yes, you can go ahead.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'll be fine, Crow. You've done enough for me today. You gave him a small smile, but he did not return it? What? Wait, why wouldn't he return the smile?
Did he want you to tell him to stay?
Crow squeezes your hand, hesitant to let you go. Eventually, he loosened his grip. He stands up from his chair and walks towards the exit. Crow, I wanted you to stay! But before he could leave, he turned around and gave you one last smile, eventually closing the door and going out of the infirmary. You groaned and laid back down on the bed, feeling the bandages on you. At least the pain is slowly dying a bit. You're guessing you came from face to face with the edges of one of the metallic trays. Since when did the trays hurt that much? They're metallic? Then again, there were athletes in the area, Daryl being one of them. But who threw it at my face, though? Just then, you heard the door opening, the nurse's voice echoing through the room as the clicking of her heels got louder as she drew closer. Oh!
Oh?
The school nurse entered, and following her was a tall student dressed in black. He seemed to be holding on to his left hand. You can see the red streak of blood overflowing. Oh my
It's
god,
him.
what happened to his hand? That looks bad. He sure had it worse than me. Was he part of the food fight? I wonder what happened.
You should be thankful you didn't cut a vein.
Oh my god.
How were they able to get past you with
Why
that
is
pocket
the
knife in
nurse's
the
voice
first
so
place?
scary? Wait, so that was Soul. That must have been from the bullies in the library. The nurse sighed. It seemed like she got her hands full with another student. You remember, right?
Yeah.
The
You
latter,
saved him.
however, didn't say anything as he let out a small hiss. You sat up slowly, carefully not to hit your head or anything else before stealing a glance at the student and the nurse. Your eyes meet with the reddish-orange ones. Your heart raced as you feel your heartbeat quicken. What an unusual color! They remind me of the setting sun. The nurse finishes up wrapping around his wound, a blotch of red slowly seeping out and straining. However, his gaze is still fixated on you. The nurse follows his line of sight and finally takes notice of your conscious figure.
You're finally awake, Miss Sharkitty.
Yes, I am. I'm awake. You sound so scary. She approached you with a bottle of painkillers. Oh, aye.
How are you feeling, dear? Does your head still hurt?
It's slowly dissipating, ma'am. Thank you. She hands you the pill and you take it down your throat.
Oh, yeah?
I just swallowed it?
You feel free to stay here a while longer, Miss Sharkitty. But you...
Yeah, okay. You
Okay.
gave the nurse a nod. She in
Okay.
return hums in approval before going back to the taller man.
As for you, Mr. Bragmansia, if you have bandages, it's a stupid last name. If your bandages get dirty throughout the day, don't hesitate to come back here, little.
The taller male hums.
And we can,
Turned his heel and made his way towards the exit.
I can wrap something else.
Okay.
I'll return to my class now. Thanks for patching me up, nurse.
The tall student gives you one last look with his fiery red eyes before making his exit with the click of the door. And they're gone just like that. The nurse lets out a sigh, rubbing her temples, feeling a headache surfacing. The nurse needs a nurse?
I swear that child comes here every other day.
Him?
Oh, you're not classmates with Mr. Bragmansia? Odd. I thought he might know you from the way he was looking at you.
No, I haven't seen him around. More like you never bothered to look who's around you since no one would even bother to spare a glance at you.
Well, either way, you don't get into much trouble like him, right?
That raises a question in your head. Just how bad were the guy's injuries that he comes into the nurse's office almost every day? It kind of explains why she's been sighing hard ever since she brought up the tall man. With an injury as bad as a near stab wound on the palm, you could only take a wild guess. As much as you are curious to know what transpired, you're nearly late for your next class. Eyeing the clock on top of the door frame, you got out of the medical bed. You thanked the nurse and made your way to the classroom. Bye, I gotta go.
Bye.
Barely making it to the next class, you slid the classroom door open, earning you a few looks from the students inside the room. Sorry, I was injured. I got hit in the head with a tray. Turning to the podium, you exhaled a breath you didn't realize you were holding until you realized the teacher was still absent. Fixing your composure, you scan the room. A few easels and shelves filled with brushes and bottled strings of acrylic paint guarantee that you've made it to the right class. Oh, we must be in art class. You made your way to your seat. Once settled down, you groaned, placing your elbows on the desk and resting your chin on top of your hands, waiting patiently for your professor's arrival. Though you couldn't help but notice the feeling of someone staring at you, you shook it off, thinking that it must have been the lack of sleep. Maybe I'm just paranoid. Unless it's the boy that was in the nurse's office.
Oh, the kid at the back?
The kid
Dun,
in the
dun,
back!
dun.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense now. You look out of the window.
Of course, your main character window.
Of course, or maybe it's the cold weather. Hearing the classroom door open, your art professor makes his way inside, his large round belly standing out, round in spectacles sitting in front of his nose and a stereotypical... Okay, what? What a description! So he's a meatball, I guess?
He's a whole meatball.
Art exhibit project featuring various eras of the art as part of our thesis. This time we're tasked with expressionism?
Remember, this is the part of your paper you don't need to mention. Making a name for yourself, of course. Oh.
Oh, okay. More like taking the credit of a student's work and using it to advertise your... Oh. You scoffed at the thought.
Hope you all got partners by this time for the term. I'm tasking you all to create 3 work based on the exhibit's theme.
This is where you want to throw your desk out the window. How could you forget? You weren't present during the previous meeting and you absolutely knew no one in this specific class. Why were you taking art again? Oh, right. Your father was an artist. His use of armor. It was all for him. And maybe you can make the name for yourself with your works if your life as a gardener wouldn't turn out the way it should. All part of Plan B. And if that fails, I've got Plan C. I have yet to make up the rest. Or I guess I'll die. You shake away your silly thoughts. The problem is now at hand. You do not have a partner to work with.
No, I want you to get your chosen partner and move a project so I can start explaining your tasks.
A partner? Wait, eventually you were forced out of your seat, since your seatmate's partner will be occupying it for the class. You curse at yourself. Bleh, 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 bleh.
Bleh.
You could only hope that you're not only the student who didn't get their partner for this class, but upon looking around, it seems like everyone is calm and collected. Were you the only one panicking here? I don't have a partner. Who am I gonna partner with? Where's Crow when I need him? Unlike the rest of the class scurrying around to meet their partner, you were the only fool who was standing still. Note on the only one standing, because from the corner of the classroom there's a single student not bothering to stand up from their seat. Their seatmate had left to pair with someone else. It's the guy in the clinic. I never knew he's in the same class as me. Is he not going to bother with his partner? Wait, unless... What if he doesn't have a partner?
Oh,
Hey there!
Oh shit.
He looks up from his desk and looks at you approaching form before you're eventually standing next to him. Oh!
It's you.
Yes, it's me!
Seems like you're a bit lost there.
You remember me. You were the one who was staring at me.
Do you
Do you have a partner?
That's not even my line. No.
Oh, great!
I don't want you.
Well, just your luck then. Me neither. So, do you want to be partners?
Sure. Why not?
Okay. You take the vacant seat right beside him. His book now tucked away, and on his desk is now a pen and a piece of paper, seemingly ready to take notes. Oh, great. Hey, I never got to know your name.
It's not quite important.
Huh?
Well,
You should at least know what to call you instead of Green Streak Guy, because your hair is green. He raised a brow at your silly nickname you gave him before saying, Gimme.
Sullivan Brugmansia.
Sullivan Brugmans, yeah?
But just call me Saul.
Soul! Yes, Soul, I like that. That's very short, and I can remember that a lot easier. Soul nods, rubbing the back of his head.
You can say that. My mother gave me that name.
Oh, it's a lovely name.
Thanks.
Well, I'm Princess Sharkitty. Nice to finally know your name, Soul. Soul nods with a smile forming on his lips, then returning his attention back to the professor. Oh, he seems nice.
3 artworks to showcase. Nope. It has to be some form of expressionism. Mediums will be strictly traditional.
Your professor then proceeds to give further pointers for your project before leaving you and the rest of the class for the day. Everyone in the classroom proceeds to talk with their partners already, brainstorming ideas of what they're going to showcase, and hopefully could get a high grade. You turn to Soul as he took out his own charcoal pencil and a sketch pad for the class. You've got any plans for our first display, Soul?
Expressionism is about conveying one's feelings, right? The easiest for now is a portrait.
Oh, yes.
Let's use your face as an example.
My face? My face? Why? He lets out a low chuckle.
Oh. There. You're making a cute expression right now.
Huh?
That can be considered as expressionism.
Huh? What do you mean? Oh, but I have this bandage on my face. Wouldn't that hinder the process? He You recall the events that happened back in the cafeteria.
I can simply ignore it. Or make something better out of it. Trust the process.
Right. Oh, okay. He seems like he already has an idea of what to do. Okay. And judging from that half-filled sketchbook of his, he's quite familiar with the concept of art. Me, however, I'm not that good at art. We're pretty great at art. I'm pretty great.
Oh? Then surprise me.
Yeah.
Let's hope you actually are. Sorry I can't draw you back because of this damned injury.
Oh, right. Your arm, your hand. No, don't worry about it. You're excused and don't want to stress your hand over this. You took out your sketch pad and your pencil and worked with his portrait with determination, his eyes never leaving your face. You would often look up to see his features, taking note of every curve. A blush occasionally invades his cheeks as he tries his best not to look away while you work. While you were sketching up, you can't help but avert your eyes on his bandaged hands from time to time.
Seems you're quite curious to know what happened to this, huh?
As you weren't slick with it either, you froze when he caught you red-handed, just like the red seeping out of his hand. You stopped drawing. Sorry, that was rude of me.
It's fine. This is just the usual for me.
So you get cut all the time or something?
I've gotten worse injuries than this.
You raised a brow at that. Not the worst? If you don't mind me asking, what happened? He paused and averted his eyes but opened up to speak.
Nothing much. Was minding my own business. Got assaulted.
Oh?
I had to defend myself.
Oh, he talked as if it's another normal Monday for him. Your eyes furrowed.
No need to worry about me. All that matters is that I'm fine.
Oh, you didn't say anything, however, continuing on with the drawing. Your movement slow and now refusing to look at his injured hand. I can't look at it now. Oh no, he must be getting bullied then. Or something.
You think? Damn, bullies just stabbing him?
The school is way more fucked up than I thought it would be. Well, yeah, we just got into a food fight and someone threw a metal tray at my head, huh?
That's different than stabbing someone.
The sound of the school bell rang across the classroom through the hallway. You quickly made a few more lines of your portrait before giving up. You closed your pad and proceeded to show it inside your backpack, earning you a confused look on your partner's face.
Not even going to show me what you've made?
Oh, it's not done yet.
That never bothered me. Can I see it?
Wait. How about a small deal? I'll show it to you once I'm done with the portrait, and you still need to draw me once your injury gets better. Sounds like a plan? You say with a wide grin on your face, trying your best to convince the male. He stares at your face for a short moment before eventually leaning back on his chair, arms crossed. Packing your things, you and Soul continue out of the hallway. Do you have a phone? We could exchange numbers and update each other so we can do the next 2 more tasks. Yeah? Soul then takes out his own phone and asks for your number. You recite it as he inputted it on his phone.
Let me try to send you a message.
Sure. Yes, do that. You nodded and looked at your phone screen and saw a new notification from an unknown number. This must be Soul's. He just said sup.
Sup?
You type so differently from how you look. From the corner of your eye, you see Soul's eyebrow raised.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know, you just... Nothing. It's nothing. You chuckled. He rolled his eyes. Your stare lingers on Soul's face. A smile is embedded on his handsome features while he looks at the block of text on his phone. You bite the bottom of your lip as you recall the events that happened today. Mostly meeting new people. First formally meeting Crow's group and now meeting Soul. Back then, you struggled to form friends throughout the college that you were convinced you would be graduating without making a single connection, which would undoubtedly disappoint your father. You thought to yourself, these are odd people, eccentrics at most, all misunderstood people, all human, all the same. A sudden wave of determination washed over you with a hand on your chest. You stared into Soul's orbs. So, I want to be friends with you. I can sense that people tend to misunderstand you and your overall personality. Soul is quiet, but his gaze remains on you with lingering curiosity. But let me be different. I want to know you. I want to understand you, Soul. If you let me. He blinked once, then twice, then a chuckle. He puts a large hand on top of his chest.
Alright then. Let's mark today as the start of our wonderful friendship, Princess
Yes,
Sharkitty.
we're friends now. He playfully pushed his hand off your head and nudged him on the shoulder. He lets out a small laugh at your poor attempt. As do you do, Soul.
Just Soul is fine.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, Princess.
Well, I need to get going. See you tomorrow?
Huh? Yeah, of course.
Okay, see ya.
He didn't want you to leave.
Giving Soul a wave of goodbye. You make your wave. Oh,
My darling.
no?
My sweet, darling princess.
Whoa.
See you later, Pumpkin.
Pumpkin!
Pumpkin ruined it all.
As you walk through the hallway, your eyes caught on something on the board. On the nearby bulletin board. Ooh, Soul has a crush on me. But I like Crow though. A poster was plastered on the large board. The Hallows Ball! A ball! Come enjoy the festive spirit of Hallows Eve. A Halloween party, huh? Seems promising. A sudden small vibration came from your pocket. A text? Curious, you took out your phone expecting another message from Soul. Who could it be? Oh, it was from Crow. Crow! My crush. Your heart leaped from your chest, recalling the events that happened earlier this afternoon.
Can you meet me after class?
Oh,
I'll be at the front gate.
of course. I mean, I'd love to. You didn't send a reply. I'm just gonna go straight there. Right? Turning off your phone, you quickly made haste to the exit. You approached the school's gate, keeping an eye out for your friend. Sure enough, there stood Crow in all his glory, postured straight with his arms held behind his back, his bag neatly placed on the floor and his foot tapping on the concrete floor nervously. You yourself were growing nervous with each step you took as you drew closer and closer to him. When you reached his side and made your presence known with a small greeting, you noticed the way Crow's eyebrows raised in the mild surprise, as if not expecting you to actually show up. He cleared his throat before composing himself properly, his body now facing in your direction. You wanted to see me?
Yes,
Lifting his back from the floor, he slings a strap over his shoulder and offers his hand for you to take.
I'd like to take you somewhere. It's a bit near the park. I'll lead if you let me.
Oh, really? Really? Take his hand or take his arm? Take his hand. You take his hand in return. Crow wraps his fingers around yours. That's romantic. His nervous smile melts into genuine and happier one before he leads the both of you away from the school's gate and to the streets. By the time you and Crow made it to the park, it was already sundown, and stars slowly started painting the sky. Is this the place you were trying to lead me to, Crow?
Not quite yet. Come here.
This is so romantic! You follow him through a thicket of thick bushes, surprised to see stony stairs through a bit rundown. It seemed sturdy enough. Looking up, you see it leads somewhere above. You and Crow make your way to the stony stairs, some red and orange leaves coloring the steps as you and him avoid a few puddles from the rails this morning.
We're here. Come. It's a sight to behold.
I can't wait to see! Whoa! Taking one last step, you see Crow admiring whatever was beyond him. His smile was bright as his eyes twinkle like the stars above. That's a lot of stars! Your eyes went wide in awe upon seeing the scenery before you, replicating the one Crow has on his face. Not once did you take into consideration the idea of sightseeing with the city. Everything felt unfamiliar, intimidating even. You couldn't blame yourself for feeling so distressed about the idea of traveling, especially since you had no one else within the city. But gazing at the sea of lights that stretched out before you made you realize that you've been missing much. Looking further ahead, you take notice of a tall tower decorated with bright neon pink lights. A little bit is right of a movie theater, right next to a mall. The rows of other buildings with multicolored lights seemed endless. The more you scanned the area, the more you see unfamiliar places that you didn't know existed. Your moment of silence while admiring the city view was interrupted by the sound of rustling grass. You turned around, finding the source of the sound. Crow has made himself uncomfortable. You see his backpack leaning on his trunk.
No.
You turn your back from the city and walk to where Crow lay, deciding to keep him company. He's so beautiful! His gaze on the starry sky shifts to you as you sit down beside him and a hopeful smile on his face.
Judging from your face, all lighting up, you like this place, huh? Care to join me?
Accepting his invitation, you give Crow a slight nod that brought joy to his eyes. You stretch a bit and lay on your back, right next to him, your fingers barely touching. You and Crow look at the night sky. You observe how the stars twinkle as if the rain from the morning never happened. How did you manage to find this place? You tilt your head to look at him and he gives you a closed-eyed chuckle before his twinkling gaze meets yours.
I take it that you've never heard of Lily's myth, have you, princess?
Lily's myth? What is the Lily's myth? Lily's myth. Crow points up at the old tree that stood above you, then returns his gaze to the stairs. Oh, stars! Stars!
They say that this tree that the humans came in contact with was blessed by the god that guards this land.
Wait, really? You mean that?
This very same tree here used to bear multiple fruits.
Really?
They say that they never rot and are free for anyone to take.
Is that true? Or you just made that up, huh?
Or so what the popular interpretation says anyway.
Oh, there are other versions of the myth? Crow shrugs his shoulders. Moving his gaze from the sky back to the tree, he stares back at it as if trying to decipher something just by the mere thought of it.
There are other versions, yes. Some say the fruits are actually poisonous. Others say it's only meant for the gods and no human must take from it, let alone eat it.
That sounds quite gruesome. It's no wonder they would rather use the lighter version of the myth. Crow lets out a low chuckle as your statement, nodding a bit, as if agreeing with you.
I guess that might be one of the reasons.
Oh.
Hey, princess.
Yes? He pauses before speaking again. You perk an eyebrow at him. Yes? Yeah? What? Are you about to confess your feelings?
This seems like a silly question.
Yeah, just ask. Just ask. No? Then lay it on me. Tell me what it is.
Do you believe in gods?
Oh, this question caught you by surprise. You never thought of Crow as the religious type. More so be interested in gods, or maybe he's just curious by the idea of them? This may be the best moment to know for sure. I do or I don't? I do. They are very beings that bless our lands and soil. Back in my hometown, we would go worship in our village patron's goddess church and pray for a good harvest. You recall your visits to the village temple with your father. Being regulars, you visited enough to the point where you became friends with some of those who resided within the church. Every time you dropped by to worship, you and your father would offer the healthiest crops to thank your patron. You haven't gone to the church in a while, probably because the city doesn't have a church for your patron deity. Your goddess has more followers near your village, all the way to the south. Crow gives you a nod of understanding. How about you? Do you believe in gods? You turn to Crow, repeating the same question he asked you earlier. He scans your face, your eyes, your nose, then your lips. He lingers, gaze, made you shrink back, your heart fluttering slightly. Crow seems to realize something himself as he returns his attention to the stars above, sighing.
I don't.
This surprises you and Crow laughs at your visible shock and confusion.
What? You didn't think I'd be a non-believer?
If I were to be honest, no.
Why so?
You kind of dress like a priest. Crow's sure eyes grew wide as he broke out into one of the loudest laughs you've ever heard from him. He laughed so hard that he had to clench his stomach and wipe at tear-stained corners of his eyes. He was still chuckling when he unbuttons the first two studs of his black polo, revealing more of his collarbone to you. You quickly avert your eyes, finding the tree's leaves to be very interesting at this moment as you feel a familiar heart rush to your cheeks.
How is that? Less formal?
For fuck's sake, Ichabod! It feels like I'm seeing a Victorian woman's ankles for the first time. Crow grins at your reaction. It took both of you a few more seconds of going back and forth with his teasing and you reprimanding him before you finally calmed down. He's being so cute. We're having a cute moment. The next few moments were spent with you pointing at the stars and Crow teaching you the constellations with gentle whisper-like voice. You both fell silent, basking in the peace of the night. As the silence prolonged, Crow fell deep in thought.
About today, Princess. And about the guys.
Oh, so we're moving on to this conversation next, huh?
I've got to be honest. Daryl put me up on this little hangout while I was feeling down in the dumps.
Oh.
I think I do have to thank him for forcing me out, and actually gave me the courage to talk to you after class.
He let out a breath he didn't know he was holding, refusing to meet your eyes.
I just don't know if I've upset you by suddenly dragging you into this group. I probably should have told you about them a long time ago, huh? I'm sorry, Princess.
No, don't be sorry. You bit your lip.
That's,
sorry!
Yeah.
No!
Did a little more than that.
You suspected that you might have upset Crow by making him think that you didn't like the group presence at all. It's not like that. And that he's forcing you to bend to his will. One thing to know about Crow is that he is never the type to demand, to control, to be a king. No, he would never. He seems really sweet. Or to be a tyrant. You didn't do anything wrong, Crow. Stop it. In fact, I should be the one to apologize. You speak up without thinking. Crow turns his head to look at you, his gaze swirling with confusion at your apology. I'm sorry for making you feel bad. I didn't mean to be upset. I just, You swallow a lump in your throat, trying your best to hold the tears that were threatening to spill. I just thought that you'd forget about me after... they're amazing people. Brittany's pretty, Daryl's a fun guy, Gio's so cool, and Jess is loyal. They're a great group. And most importantly, you're amazing, Crow. You are. You're all amazing. But not me. I'm just not sure if I could ever be a part of the group. You were always hidden in the shadows no matter how much you tried to fit in. You were never to be considered. People treated you like someone to toss away, someone to use. You were worth nothing but an extra. That's what she always tells you. You couldn't hold it back anymore.
Oh?
A sob escapes your lips, your vision slowly blurring as you feel wet droplets of tears finally sliding down your cheeks from your eyes. For a moment you saw a panic in Crow's expression, seemingly not expecting you to burst into tears. He reaches out to hold your hand, and suddenly you feel a pair of arms circling around you as he pulls you closer to him, letting you sob on his shoulder. He says nothing while rubbing a hand along your back, allowing you to cry, not caring about his clothes getting wet from your tears. Once you calm down, Crow rests his hand on your back, not letting you out of his embrace.
You are amazing, Princess. I'm sorry. I never got to tell you that. No matter how many times I thought of it, I just couldn't seem to find the words. But you're an amazing person.
Really?
In your own way, Princess.
Really?
You may not know it, but you are beautiful. You are funny. You're quite a phenomenon.
We can feel vibrations coming from his chest from the chuckle he emits.
Heck, you are the funniest person I know.
I am? Really?
All I'm saying, Princess, is that
That
you are amazing.
I'm amazing? You have no idea how much tears you've shed tonight. Sometimes you think it's silly and childish to cry over what was probably a trivial matter to someone, but the urge to sob returned after hearing those words from him.
Do you want me to call you the amazing Spider-Man just to prove that you're amazing?
That made you giggle a bit as you wipe your tear-stained cheeks. With whatever strength you could muster, you slowly pulled away and lifted yourself up. You set yourself up, hovering over Crow. He's so cute! And there you see the very same man that made you cry by literally doing nothing. His braid came loose. You didn't know when, but his hair pulled around his head. Crow stares up at you with serene eyes, remaining silent. There's a gentle smile plastered on his face. There was nothing but the moon illuminating his tender features. He's absolutely beautiful! Oh, how you wish you could blame everything on him. If you could, you'd tell him that he's the reason for all the unnecessary feelings swelling in your chest. You'd tell him exactly how good and bad it all feels, the heartaches and the butterflies floating around your stomach. You want to blame him, but you can't. Hug him or kiss him? my god, I can
You
cry.
just straight up kiss him?
Oh wait, I gotta save. I'm gonna kiss him. You have no idea where you got the guts to do the thing you did next, but the feeling of his lips press yours made the butterflies right in your stomach threatening to burst out of their cage. Yes, we're kissing. Oh, the ship has sailed. We're cute. Your heart beats fast like you've just ran a marathon as you feel the heat rush to your cheeks. Crow freezes against you for a moment there. You thought that you just made the huge mistake. You were prepared to pull away and apologize. But he makes a move you did not expect. The gentle grip that Crow had on the small of his back slithers its way to the back of your head. Fingers intertwined with your hair as he presses you closer to him, returning your kiss with a fervent sense of desperation. Wait, we're kissing. He liked the kiss. He's kissing me back. Oh! His other hand holds your waist in a tight embrace, not wanting to let you go. Out of your own surprise, you break your kiss by pulling away slightly. Crow chases after you, leaning in close to capture your lips in a deeper and more passionate manner than before. See, we both had a secret crush on each other this whole time. You feel like putty in his embrace as he cups your cheeks with one hand, his lips needily asking for more access to yours. In response, you shut your eyes tight and your arms come to wrap around his shoulders, granting his desire by tilting your head against his. The both of you losing all sense of the world. As you fell deep into the sensation of your lips against each other. Mwah, mwah, mwah. He eventually pulls away, a string of saliva connecting your lips to his own. His breaths are heavy, matching yours, and you beheld his red face, hair messier than before. He tucks away a stray strand of hair behind your ear before rubbing your cheeks. Crow scans your disheveled figure above him. You can see the way his eyes dilute.
I knew we were going stargazing tonight, but I didn't expect the brightest star to be just in front of me.
So cute, look at his hard eyes. You giggle at this cheeky pickup line. Huh?
Oh.
What's this?
Is it like how much love points you have with him? With each character?
Oh, I guess so.
You're going towards Crow's path.
You giggle at his cheeky pickup line.
God, I like you, princess. I liked you the first time I laid my eyes upon you. I couldn't tell you because I was scared that I might lose whatever we had at the moment that I would lose you. I couldn't bear to live a life without you.
Crow, I like you too. What a happy moment. I've liked you ever since too. You chuckle at the silly thoughts you recall. The way you've been doubting your feelings, his feelings. His eyes grow wide, jaw falling slack as he tries to comprehend the words that just came out of your lips. He blinks once, twice, before a smile as bright as the stars above appear on his face.
Is this a dream? I hope not. If I'm in a dream, please tell the sleeping me to never wake up. I want to live in this dream forever.
Will this convince you it's not a dream? You lean closer to his face and place a peck on his cheek.
Maybe. But I think that would definitely convince me.
He captures your lips swiftly, distracting you when he moves in to bury his face in the crook of your neck and nibble at his soft flesh. Hey, you gasp! Wow!
Now people will know you are mine.
That's so...
damn.
Wow! Hey now! Wait! Slow down! Crow laughs out heartily at your reaction, and you simply roll your eyes. You can stay mad at him. He dusts off his grass sticks in his shirt before giving you a once over and gently swaying away the leaves on your hair and clothes. You get up, and Crow retrieves his bag, almost forgotten by the tree. He looks back at you and takes your hand silently. It was time to go. It was time to leave this magical place. You look at the stars, at how brightly they shine. You give the sky one last glance before turning away, hand clasped tightly around Crow's. Crow walks you to your apartment, noting that he kept you out late at night. You bid Crow goodbye after he safely sees you inside and gives you a wave before turning his heel. You close your apartment door and lean on it, heaving a puff of air. You recall the conversation you had with Crow while you walked with him on the streets leading to your home. I'm going to give the guys a chance. I think I judged them too quickly, so I want to do better. I want to get to know them better. If you trust them, then I trust them too. Crow's expression was as surprised as your declaration, as your determined face reflected on his orbs. Crow chuckles at your enthusiasm, giving you a friendly pat on the back.
I'm glad you're giving them a chance, Princess. I'm sure they will feel the same.
Yay! You engaged in other conversation with Crow during your walk, the topics not really being of any importance as you have forgotten them by now, save for his gentle voice and for occasional fond glances at you. Time with Crow seemed to pass by so quickly you arrived at your apartment complex before you knew it.
That is so green.
You make your way to the living room and throw your school bag to a random corner, immediately plopping down to your sofa as you turn on the small television. Nothing interesting is going on. There seems some food for commercials and movie thrillers. That pizza looks good. Maybe I should order something. Reaching to your pockets and taking out your phone, you were about to dial the numbers on the television when a new notification bubble popped up. It's from a group chat you've never seen before. After scrutinizing it, you realize it was Crow who added you in. It was a group chat with the rest of his friends. You open it. Oh, they're talking about the Hollows Ball. Anyone want to go to the Halloween party this Friday? It's going to be awesome.
Aren't we all a bit old for costume parties? Is it required?
You two are not fun at all.
I want to go. It's not a school requirement, much less a waste of my time.
Is it? No, it isn't. But
But?
it'll be a great and fun experience for us all. I mean, we should loosen up a bit, you know?
Yeah.
I agree with Crow. Count me in. I've got more important things to do at my party. Now, will you excuse me? I'll be doing my leftovers tasks tonight.
Gio has gone offline.
Sheesh, what a stick in the mud as usual. How about you, Princess?
Oh, me? Oh,
You join in, it'll be fun.
you were honestly surprised they somehow remembered you. Checking your calendar through your phone, you didn't seem to have any plans in the near future or plans at all. You'd like to just spend the time with your friends. I mean, sure. Sure.
That's great to hear.
Crow seems happy about it. You giggled. This also reminds you of something. Or rather, someone? Opening another chat, you tapped in Soul's newly added contact and sent him a message by sending the image of the same poster Daryl sent. Ta-da!
A Halloween party hosted by the school?
Yeah.
I'm not quite into parties.
Oh? Well, that's alright. Just asking, that's all.
Wait,
Uh-huh.
if you're coming, then I'm coming as well.
Oh? Really?
Really?
Do you plan on dressing up?
I don't know. Do you?
I mean, it's a costume party, so why not, right?
I'll try to think of something then.
You swear you can feel the smile behind those words. With a quick word of goodbye, you set your phone down, and when you heard the doorbell, that must be the food delivery! Afterwards, you ate your dinner and prepared yourself for bed. You thought about the events that happened today, meeting the group, meeting Soul, and most especially, your little hangout with Crow. Each and every moment is a special occasion on its own, letting out a big yawn as you stretch your body. You turn to your laundry, slowly piling up and scratching your head. We'll probably do laundry tomorrow. But for now, you plopped yourself on the soft cushions of your bed, getting into a comfortable position and slowly dozing off as you close your eyes, embracing sleep as the night passes. And as maiden, she lived with no other thought than to love and be loved by me, the one who loves. I was a child, she was a child, in this kingdom by the sea. Day 2! The kingdom! The following day, the first thing you do is to look around for Crow. I've got to save! However, when you try asking some students for his whereabouts, nobody seems to know where he went. You tried sending him a message to his phone, but you've never received a single reply, much less having your messages be put on read. You eventually meet up with Brittany. She seems to be one of the few people closest to Crow, so it was the best to talk about him with her.
Jericho? No, I haven't seen him.
Jericho? Wait, do you know anyone else who might have had an idea of where he is? Brittany pondered for a bit with a manicured fingernail on her chin before shaking her head no.
I've already asked the rest of the guys. Heck, even Gio doesn't know where he is, and that guy is close to the hip with him.
Wait, what? But he said he's coming to school today. Don't tell me he ditched last minute. Is it because we kissed? Does he regret it?
Bullshit. He always sent me another group text whenever something came up.
Then what happened?
Heck, knowing that guy, he'd most probably send you a text first.
You deflated. Brittany gives you a worried look, trying to think of something else that could possibly help you.
Maybe you should try checking the council's office.
Taking her advice, you thank her and proceed to leave the classroom. You did as Brittany suggested, but much to your dismay and frustration, not a single one of the council knows where Crow is. Classes eventually start, but you didn't attend. Too determined to know where Crow could have possibly been, you rack your brains as you walk all over the school grounds. You were probably too angry to realize you made it all the way to the gardens, the place where you usually work. You scratch your head from frustration, taking out your phone and deciding to give his number a ring. It was still dead silent. You decide to walk even deeper into the gardens. Wait, what happened to Crow? We just had a cute moment. Until eventually you meet with the familiar chain fence, indicating the school campus borders barricading you. You rang Crow's number one last time. He rang a few more rings before cutting off. You checked your phone, thinking that somehow finally picked up, but was met with disappointing notification that it was out of service. You try one last time. Crow! There's a faint ringing in the distance. It's not within the gardens. It's coming from outside?
Bro, what happened to Crow?
Did he get himself lost? But how? As far as I know, this place is all boarded up. Putting your phone in your pockets, you look up to stare at the metal edges of the fence, shielding your eyes from the sunlight. You bit your lip. You could climb up, but if you fall, you'd probably have a sprain. Without wasting any more time, you start climbing on the chain fence, your fingers shaking from anxiety. What? Crow! Going over to the other side, you slowly make your way. Whoa! Wait, fuck! That is, until you somehow manage to slip on your footing, causing you to fall. A groan escapes your lips. Your back now aching from the sudden impact of the fall, making you lie. You're packed down in your pockets, reaching for your phone inside, and you feel your heart drop to your stomach. My phone! No, it's broken! I'm such a moron! No! You curse, seeing the visible crack on the screen of your mobile device. Turning it on, you vomit another string of colorful curses at your phone screen glitched. This shit is useless now! Shoving your broken phone back into your pockets, you slowly got up to your feet. You looked around. If Crow is somewhere here, then you better start looking around. Hopefully you can try to remember your way back onto the campus grounds. Your heartbeat accelerates as you walk deeper into the forest. You've never been here. It was uncharted territory, so you didn't know what to expect. You scan the area around you, the thickets seemingly getting thicker and harder to maneuver. Where even am I? Where even is Crow? Crow, what the hell? You see nothing out of the ordinary, save for some overgrown bushes. If these don't get tended to, someone will surely trip. You're about to give up your search when you notice something in the corner of your eye. The familiar shade of Crow's indigo vest, torn to pieces?
Oh shit.
What?
What happened?
You feel your heart drop. The air suddenly feels suffocating. Your legs wobble their way into the torn piece, hoping that it was some sort of hallucination or some kind of sick coincidence. But no, this is exactly Crow's vest, all torn and broken. You search around the area one last time, eyes keener than before, hoping that this might have been some kind of prank someone pulled, till your eyes land on a strange and broken down shed. Clenching the torn fabric close to your chest, you hastily make your way to it. Thoughts of Crow invades your mind as you ignore all the warnings waving to your face. The moment came face to face with the shed, your nose picked up on something. The smell of iron, the smell of blood!
Oh shit.
You rattle into the wooden door open. It won't budge! Fuck! Open it up, motherfucker! You look around for something to pry the door open. An axe! Coincidentally, a lone axe was sticking into the tree stump. Gathering your strength, you pry it off its hinges. Oh! Dragging the heavy axe into the front door, you swing it open, breaking the wooden door piece by piece until a hole forms. The smell is now stronger than it was ever before. With one last blow, the door falls. Crow? Are you in there? You feel your soul leave your body. The strain to your legs disappears as you drop to your knees, the pool of blood staining your skin. The iron-smelling liquid's thick texture made you of pure disgust a shiver run down your...
Oh shit.
No!
Why?
No! Crow! He's dead! No.
Actually, he's actually dead?
What happened? Crow! Please, God! This couldn't be happening! You want to rip your heart out of your chest. You want to burn this whole forest to ash. Before you lay Crow's corpse, his head is barely attached to his shoulders, and you can clearly see the gaping injury left by something sharp on his neck. Blood drips from his deep cut, the red liquid pooling around his lifeless body. His eyes were left open, and you gaze at them, wishing, praying, and hoping that his vibrant azure orbs know his eyes remain dull.
That's fucked up.
Soulless. You mutter his name over and over again, asking him to get up and talk to you, to tell you what happened. But he didn't. You hear footsteps behind you, accompanied by the clenching of metal before something drops to the ground. You swiftly turn around, meeting the eyes of someone you never expected.
Oh shit.
A pair of fiery red orbs grow wide, with like saucers as their owner beholds slumped, blood-stained. His gaze reveals a mixture of surprise, dread, and panic. Soul!
Princess?
Soul!
No. You shouldn't be here. You need to leave.
Huh?
You.
His pleas fell to the deaf ears. Instead, you stare at the bloody hand axe that he dropped. He reeks of blood. He killed him. He killed Crow. You killed him, didn't you, Soul? Huh? Soul bit his tongue, refusing to answer your question of his face put. You can see the way his jaw clenches.
He was going to take you away from me.
Huh?
I've only done something I wish I would have done years ago.
Huh? So you're not even going to deny it?
I would never lie to you, Princess.
But why? Why did you do this?
Because I love you, Princess. And I'm not letting that bastard take you away from me. You are mine and mine alone.
You were taken aback by his declaration of love towards you and left a disgusting taste in your mouth. How dare he taint the word love? How dare he throw it around like it's an object? You monster!
What?
You lunge at him, aiming for his neck and pushing him down into dirt ground. He claws at your hands, not expecting your sudden strength as you unbuckle the choker, pulling on his strap and using it to choke him.
Oh, damn.
You mean nothing to me. I don't even know you. You love me? I loved him. He was everything to me. He was my savior, my first love, my everything. What do you know about me? You must pay for what you've done. Soul couldn't muster a single word as you kept pulling on the strap around his neck. Your vision fills with red as your desire to take revenge. The strength of his hands weakened as Soul loses air, and soon you felt something sharp, something painful. You looked down, expecting to see your successful revenge through your classmate's soulless face, but the light remains. Instead, it is filled with horror. You cough. Blood seeps through your lips. You look further down. A sharp blade through your chest.
Shit.
What? Object swiftly disappears after someone pulls it out of your body. Blood slowly gushes out of your wound. You feel someone push you down. A pair of hands moves your body. You couldn't care less as you stare at the dusty ceiling. From the corner of your eye, you can make out a blurry figure of the man you've come to befriend the day before. A few droplets of something wet splatters on your cheek. He's crying.
Princess, stay. No, please. Stay with me.
Another figure enters your fading vision and Soul takes notice of them. You recognize the blade of their grasp as you wipe it to clean your blood. Soul gets into an argument with the guy, his muffled scream reprimanding them. You can barely hear the person's response as they calmly speak with Soul. Keeping your eyes open is getting tiring. Breathing is getting tiring. With one last breath, you flutter your eyes closed. And the last thing you hear are the exact words.
No witnesses.
Huh? Bad end.
Shit.
No witnesses. What the
Who the
hell?
hell is Hugo White?
Hugo is Soul's best friend.
Oh.
So I guess it must have been Hugo who killed me, huh?
Damn, yeah, look at that.
And I'm dead now.
True, because it was through your back, so yeah, it must have been him.
Huh.
Wow, that was fucked up.
Yeah, that ending was really fucked up.
It's
Wow.
crazy because Soul barely knows you, bro. He just met you.
But he's in love with me.
Yeah. There's more endings too, right?
Yes, there are.
Damn.